Hola from the west side. It is me, DC the Purple Diva, and welcome to Not So Random Chat. Happy Wednesday. Happy Hump Day for some of y'all. Everybody doesn't call it Hump Day, so. It's a Wednesday night. And look, I'm actually on at the time that I normally said that I would be on tonight. So, you know. Okay. Let me do this. Here we go. I always do that, guys. Here comes my son, because he hears me. So he knows I'm on. He knows I'm on. So, of course, he's down here now. Yeah. Are you finished with what you have? Hey, Matt. Are you finished with that? If you're not, then go ahead and finish it. Oh, yeah. Which one should I give him? No. Yeah. You want that? Yeah. After you finish your food, though. Okay? So, tonight, I watched The Masked Singer. And, spoiler alert if you haven't watched it and you have it on DVR, if you're one of those people who's like really into it. Ms. Monster was the one who got unmasked tonight. And I knew who it was. It was the legendary Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan was Ms. Monster, Matt. I couldn't believe that they unmasked her. And they let the tiger go through with his non-singing self. But, he did, a hype song. Still don't know who that one is. I don't know. We think it might be a football player. Yeah, Rob Gronkowski. We think that might be who the tiger is. I don't know. But I knew that was Shaka because, Ms. Monster was short. But she had fun. Hey, Tatted Heart. Yep, it was Shaka Khan. Well, when they gave up one of the clues tonight about the hair, I figured out that it was her. And then she sang, and she sang in her real voice tonight. So, but the audience gave her the lowest amount of votes, so she went home. Yeah, and they're doing it different this year than they did it the last time, so. But it was a pretty good show. And I think I missed AGT. I don't know. I've been kind of turned off by AGT since the Gabrielle Union incident. Now they have this girl, the British girl on there that's on Britain's Got Talent. How do I know she's on the Britain's Got Talent version? Because I watched the Britain's Got Talent version on one of those one of the British, there's a UK cable station that I watch. And it's and it plays on there. Also the UK version of The Voice I watch on there. They do it different than we do it in the United States. Like with there on The Voice in UK, if no one turns for the singer, then nobody turns at all. They never see the singers that they don't turn for. Unlike on the United States, the US version of it, they turn around and see who the person was, even if they didn't pick them. Oh, you currently tired as fucking hungry. I hear you. Shoot. It's a cool night here in SoCal. My son is in a mood tonight, y'all. He's mad, but mom doesn't care because we're doing one of our things that we have to do with him to help him with certain behaviors. Now, since he's sitting here and he is an adult, I'm not going to embarrass him and I'm not going to say what it is. But let's just say he's not real happy right now. Let me see. What I would say? Talk 2 out of hiding. Oh, yeah. It's frozen in Ohio. Yeah, it's cold. Well, it's like, it's supposedly going to be getting warmer here in the next couple of days because it's been kind of cool. I mean, in SoCal, I mean, like at night, it's like in the 30s and 40s. So, you know, I prefer to be in the 50s at the lowest at night. You know, and it hasn't been like that. It's been cold. You know, it's been, 2-3 blanket nights. Hey, J-Dog. You ain't been around in them. And hey, 1SP. Yeah, it's been chilly nights, you know. And, chilly days, but not really. It hasn't been like cold here. You know, just cold for SoCal. Hey, Miss Mahogany. So, but today was a uneventful day at work, y'all. And I wasn't really on YT today that much. Well, I did come on a couple of times. I came on to look at a couple of things. I did come into an earlier stream that another YouTuber had where actually I came into several streams where YouTubers had another YouTuber up there. And one of them was one of the bigger YouTubers who said that they don't think that they're that big, but they've been around for a really, really long time. And it was really nice to see that person on a smaller YouTuber's channel, and when I mean small, I mean, we're a lot of us are not monetized yet. This was a monetized channel that's, I mean, I'm not talking about somebody that has 10K or something. They've got over 100K in followers and they've been around for a while. So I just thought it was really nice that they, came on one of the smaller channels, that is a person that's a follower of theirs and did an interview with them. And it was nice to see that. Do you want SP? I know I've been seeing you posting up your uploads. I haven't been able to get to everybody's uploads yet. I've been trying to get through, people's uploads because, one of the things that's really, really important is when we go and we view other people's, videos. It's good to be in people's live streams, but it's really appreciated when we go and actually look at the other content that they have on their channels, and then try and leave a comment so that they know who came by and looked at their stuff. And that's what I'm trying to do now. And I do read the comments that people leave on mine. I'm not always good about responding to them, but I do acknowledge them. I'm trying. You have good news? What's the good news? What's the good news, 1SP? But it's really good when you go around people's channels and you look at their stuff, try to, I know it's hard to like sit and watch, full live streams that a lot of people do, but look at some of their videos and stuff, because the thing that YouTube will do is if you don't really support the people whose channels that you sub to, YouTube eventually purges you. So you want to be supportive. You got to 2K. Congratulations. I'm trying to get to 2K by the end of this month, 1SP. Congratulations, 1SP. Congratulations. Yeah, I'm on that 2K grind right now, too. Congratulations. And who just made, I think G Kicks just made 4K. He just made 4K. That is really good. Yeah, I've been seeing you around here. I'm grinding and networking, 1SP. So I'm not surprised that you got to the 2K. Yeah, get rid of. Well, let me just say to y'all in regards to politics, I've been really listening to what this Mr. Michael Bloomberg is saying. And I know some of the things he says are Bernie Sanders-ish, and, but he's getting my attention. And I think he may be getting a lot of people's attention. And that could be good and that could be bad. Because if he's just running to be a distraction, then we don't need this. You know what I'm saying? Because he's not, is he running? What is he running? Is he running as a Democrat? Is he running as a Republican? Is he running as an independent? How is he running? I'm really not sure. I'm really not sure how Mike Bloomberg is running. But he's touting many Democratic, party line stuff. But the thing that he did talk about in this last advertisement of his that I heard on the radio when I was driving today was in regards to the racial disparity in the country, acknowledging, white privilege, so to speak. I don't know if he's trying to get you know, black voters and brown voters. I'm really not sure who his target is. You don't, Matt? See, I know that he used to be the didn't he used to be the mayor of New York at one point? So I'd probably have to ask somebody who's like a New Yorker to get a perspective on who he is. Oh, he's pro-police? Yeah, I don't know about that. Okay. So that's the kind of politician he is, Miss Mahogany. Okay. All right. Let me know when, and if you need me to do anything, 1SP. You can send me something on IG. Okay. I would be honored, 1SP. Oh, hey, y'all. Yeah, he was the mayor of New York. Yeah, that's what I remember that. So, yeah, see, it's a really slippery slope if you come in with the attitude that Black people should be thankful for you, or that you've done a whole bunch for us. Yeah, that's really not quite the right attitude to come to run in a race. And if that's his attitude behind closed doors, or his attitude in regards to his political record, yeah, I'm not feeling that. Oh, really? Really, Miss Mahogany? So he's pro Blue Lives Matter. Okay. Yeah, no, that's not going to work for me. Because it should be, how about all lives? You know, if you're going to not deal with just Black lives, then at least all lives matter. Not just the lives of the officers. You know? Hey, Terry. Yeah, we're talking about Mike Bloomberg. You know, who feels he is the answer to 45. That's how he touts himself. Terry, I don't know if you've heard the ads that he's running in California on radio stations here. I heard one earlier tonight, you know, where he was, you know, it was definitely aimed at us, because it was on an urban radio station that's owned by Stevie Wonder. So it was definitely aimed at us. And that's what he was talking about, how we're unfairly treated in, you know, his ad. So, you know, I was asking in the chat, because, you know, we have some people who live in the New York area, you know, about him as a mayor. And so we hear he's pro Blue Lives Matter. Now, I mean, I have friends that are police officers. So, you know, of course, you know, I don't want a police officer to be unnecessarily, shot, when he's doing his job. However, you have some people who are in that job that don't look at it as, you know, what their job is, and that they go home. They go into that job so that they can be in a position of authority, and they abuse that authority. And those are the people that we worry about. Those are the ones who we are concerned about. Hey, uppity unicorn. How are you? So, I mean, that's what we're more concerned about. And if we have a presidential candidate who is pro Blue Lives Matter, then how can he be talking to the Black voters? Because does that mean that Black lives don't matter to him? Is that what you're saying to me? When you're trying to come after our votes? Wow. I mean, it's just something to think about in regards to him, because, he is really pushing hard. And I don't know about y'all, but I see his ads more than I see anybody else's, except for Donald Trump's. But I see his more than I see anybody else's, except for Donald Trump. And then we also have Pete Buttigieg. I can never say that man's name right. Who seems to be faring well at this particular point. But it's early, and you got to think about the states that he's in. You still have, let's see. I know you still have California, and there's still another one that's, I believe, next week. Brooklyn judge. Who was a Brooklyn judge? Who was a judge? Oh, yeah. I mean, hey. That's why I'm like, you have Bernie Sanders in there. And here's my thing, on Bernie Sanders. Okay. I just want to make sure that you can handle this health-wise. I'm not worried about, the other thing. Everybody's so old. No offense. And this is a stressful job. And he, just recently had, some heart issues. So that's my concern with Mr. Sanders. I just want to make sure he can maintain his health. There won't be any other issues. Who went to a Black church to apologize for stop and frisk? Bloomberg did. Okay, let me see what Terry's saying. Let me click on what Terry is saying. Okay, so Terry is saying, my position is Bloomberg is attempting to split the Republican vote to soften up Trump supporters. If Bloomberg can add enough of the Black votes, he stands a good chance of a nomination. Interesting. Yeah, I don't. Hey, Paul. Yeah, yeah. I don't know what to think in regards to him. You know, I don't know what to think in regards to him. You know, it's like I feel like he's smoothing us. You know, with with deliberately putting that ad on a black station. You know. Oh my goodness, uppity unicorn, sweetie, I'm so sorry. I'm praying for you right now. Then definitely. Okay. Oh, you got your. Oh, You got your new castle. You got your new sanctuary. Congratulations on that, Miss Uppity Unicorn. But I know today's also just a day of reflection for you too. So that's what I want to know. I don't know. I don't know, Matt. That's what I'm wondering. No, I don't. I'm asking because some of the people in the chat are New Yorkers. I want to know New Yorkers' impression of this man because, he seems to think that he's the answer to Donald Trump. And then I'm hearing stuff about that he's, Blue Lives Matter. Well, how can you be Blue Lives Matter and coming to the Black community? He's got an ad on Stevie Wonder's radio station here in the Los Angeles area, which is obviously aimed at, Black voters. And then he's talking about Black issues on that. So I'm just wondering, where does he really stand on Black issues? You know? So he's the one. He's the one who had. Is he the one who implemented the stop and frisk stuff in New York? Is he that mayor? Is he that mayor? If he's that mayor, oh yeah, if he's that mayor, then Because see, I remember when all of that was going on in New York. It was racial profiling. I believe you in regards to that, Miss Mahogany. Go away, troll. Go away, troll. I'm sorry, trolls. Don't come in my chat with no garbage. We're simply asking questions, and I don't know. I love my freedom of speech. Billy Hill. Get the heck out of here with that. So, I mean, yeah. So that's what I kind of thought, because I'm like, why is this man on KJLH? That's what I was wondering. I'm driving, and all of a sudden I hear him, and it's like, okay, what is the purpose of this? Oh, because he just keeps popping up. He popped up in my mailbox today. Because everybody goes after the nonpartisan voter. If you say that you're independent, everybody sends you stuff. You get stuff from everybody then. Yeah, I remember that, Terry. But I'm like, but if he's the mayor that was implemented under, yeah, people are not going to forget that. And it's definitely, I'm surprised it hasn't even come up to the surface. Hey, Miss Tutu Thing Thing. I'm surprised it hasn't even come up. That was a big freaking deal. Because, you know, that clearly got national coverage when that was going on, and everybody was, you know, giving the side eye to New York. You know, so yeah, that's going to be problematic for him. So he went to a black church and apologized, and how's that supposed to make it right? Because they had to take it to court in order to get it ruled unconstitutional. I'm just saying. Exactly, Terry. You know, that's why I don't know, like when I heard him, because I'm okay. Here's the thing. If I'm listening to, like, the regular talk radio, I'm ready to hear all the little political candidates and everybody coming on there. And not saying that they don't have that on the urban ones, but I'm just saying that I can't even tell what party this man is running under. Do y'all understand that? He never, nothing. So he's not even running under a party at this particular point. I guess he's just running independently with his billions of dollars. So that with me kind of makes me look at him sideways. First of all, you come in out of nowhere, like that Tom Steinberg character who runs for every public office, by the way. He's run for governor of California before, and now he's running for president as well. It is what it is with him. He just does that. I just think he wants the attention. But, I don't know how to look at Mike Bloomberg. Especially because he's throwing his money around, getting his ads and stuff out there right now. And is he just doing this to be a distraction? Wait a minute, you have some great news, Miss Mahogany? I see that. You have some great news, Miss Mahogany? We can take a break from the Bloomberg talk for your great news. We can, because this man, he's just coming from out of left field to me. And I'm just wondering what is his agenda? Is he seriously, running for the president? Or is he just here to be a distraction, to cause chaos in an already chaotic field? And I don't even feel strongly about anybody that's running on the Democratic ticket at this particular point. You know, I mean, I like Joe Biden. You know, I like Barry Sanders. Okay, but I don't know. Can they beat Donald Trump? Is my question. Okay, so Giuliani is the one who started it. Okay. Yeah. That actually sounds like something that Giuliani would do. Because y'all know. And then Bloomberg continued it until it went to court. See? So that doesn't make him look very good. Because he could have stopped it when he came into office and he continued it. All righty then. Yeah, I'd like to see him talk his way out of that one. You know, and see, here's the thing. A lot of these political candidates like to come through places with my particular pastor and stuff. It's like on one of his trips here, Biden had a pastor to stay. So, and when the governor, now governor, was running for governor of this state, he came to our church out of the few churches in the Los Angeles area. And I don't go to a big mega church or anything like that. I don't do those kind of churches. I go to a church where the pastor actually knows who I am, So, but I'm wondering if when he comes to California, he's going to try to stop at some of the black churches in the Los Angeles area. This Mike Bloomberg character. And, because, yeah. If he comes to our church, we'll be ready. My pastor don't play. Oh, so he's in our faces because he thinks. Well, see, if he thinks we're stupid, then he's just like 45. But 45 thinks everyone is stupid. He thinks everyone is stupid, and he's the only one who's smart. But but if that's his MO, then he's just a distraction. He's just a distraction out there to cause division in the black vote. And probably the only voters he may get that are black are the ones who voted for Trump in the last election. Maybe he'll get them. Maybe that's what but I'm like, I don't like candidates that don't even tell you, if they're on a party, if they're not going to be part of a party. Don't tell me who the heck, what's your stance. You're just coming into this willy-nilly. You think because you are a billionaire like 45 that's going to make you the best candidate to beat him. So you think it's going to take a bunch of money? Is that what the answer is? Yeah, okay. Oh, man. See, Matt, don't get me started on Kamala. Because I wasn't feeling her. When they sent her off to DC and got her hands out of stuff in the state of California, because the only good thing she did was the things that she did to protect people who had, lenders doing misdeeds in regards to their mortgages and helping some of those loans to be modified so people didn't get kicked out of their homes. That's the only good thing she did during her tenure as, the attorney general for the state of California. But she did much more harm when she was a district attorney, and even as, the attorney general for this state, as it came to Black men. She was not for Black men. I don't see him pulling it off. I just see him being a distraction. But he did have some good talking points in his ad that made me want to find out something else, to find out from some people that knew what the heck what he really stands for, something about him. Because I just thought it was very odd that he would just drop an ad, specifically during Black History Month, and make references in regards to, the injustices done to us. And how he wouldn't stand for it, and how he, wants there to be, equal pay and want equal rights, and talking about, the health care and all kinds of stuff was in this one little ad. Yeah. It's so, I mean, that's why I threw it out there in regards to him, because I knew that some of the people that come through my chat are on that side of the country and could probably give me a better view of who this person really is, versus what he's trying to put out there, to West Coasters, as I think our primary is next month. Matter of fact, they sent out instructions, because we got some new electronic, we have where you can vote wherever you want to for this primary. So this is going to be interesting. You don't have to go to, to the center by your house. You can go to the place by your job or the place by your church, So it's going to be very interesting as to how they're running that. And then I got to look at it, because I think they're allowing people to vote for like a few days versus just that one day. So it'll be interesting, because this will be the first time that the California primaries will actually count for something, because they're so early. So they'll have some type of real determination as to who make it to that freaking Democratic convention. Let's just hope that the Democratic Party has no more skeletons falling out the closet of any candidates and stuff, because they don't need nothing else like that. They don't need nothing. They just don't need nothing else to go popping out of a closet. I hope everybody who's left in the campaign is clean. I mean, I'm point blank, period, serious about that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's coming up. We have an early, because we used to not have the California primary used to be in June. Now it's in March. So now it matters, so to speak, when it comes to major elections like this. Which is probably why we're getting all these drops of his daggone ads right now. You know, that's why he's dropping the ads. And that's why he strategically put that ad on a black radio station. You know, with his little spiel about black issues. I always vote. You know, you guys know, I'll tell y'all once again, my father, who is still here on this earth and working, was the one who organized the Atlanta sit-ins. Okay? After the Greensboro 4 sat in, then my dad, who was the president of Morehouse College at the time, their student body, of the president of the student body, not the president of the college, president of the student body, was the one who organized the Atlanta sit-ins. So, you know, so I will be voting. I vote all the time. I'm not a Democrat. I'm nonpartisan, but I will be casting my vote.
No.
Yeah, I feel what you're saying. I understand, you know, but there's other things that are gonna be on this primary on the March 3rd thing. So yeah, I'm voting. And my son's gonna vote too. With his 25-year-old self. He's almost 25. He's gonna vote too. Now he likes Bernie Sanders, y'all. So it is what it is. That's who he likes. Yes, I'm talking about you. Yeah, my son likes Bernie Sanders. That's who he liked the last time. He was not really happy when he didn't make it as the presidential candidate for the Democratic Party. So that's who he likes. Hey, David. Miss Pamela said hi.
Hi.
Yep. Yep, he votes. He votes. You know, he has a right to vote, so therefore I allow him to exercise his right to vote. But I think we're going to start to do his with the mail-in one, because I think that's going to be easier for him, because he really doesn't like, you know, going in and standing in the booth, and he has to have someone to assist him. He doesn't want anyone to help him to you know, punch the thing. So I think it probably would be easier if he starts to do it by mail. That's what I think. You know, I like to go in and vote in person, but I can have him do his by mail and then simply give his, you know, at the voting when I do my vote. That's what I'm saying, Terry. I'm wondering about his health. I wonder about the man's health, whether he could handle this, you know? I mean, and that's what I'm saying. Everybody's old except for Budapest. You know? I don't know how old he is. I think he might be in his 40s. You know? But he's the one who's going to go after the church. That I do know. He will challenge and not just Christians, anybody that does that you know, won't marry same-sex marriages in their churches. He's already said it. You know, and my stance is that yes, it is the law of the land, but if people don't want to do the marriages for religious beliefs, they shouldn't be forced to marry people either. You know, because there are plenty of churches that will marry them. Yeah, that's my concern is Bernie's health. So I'm just not, but he's coming in second right now. And maybe that's because people are concerned about his health. I don't know what Biden's going to do to rally the vote back to him. You know, yeah, worried about
Love me some Bernie, but that old motherfucker ain't gonna make it.
Bernie is, you know, he's kind of, you know, like I said, with the heart situation, y'all.
He can't handle all this shit.
I'm worried about him. He looks anemic and he needs, yeah, he's looking a bit frail.
Bernie about to check out.
He's looking a bit frail.
Supposed to do this shit 50 years ago.
He's just looking a bit frail these days. Kamala, there wasn't nobody trying to talk. I told y'all when she first got in the race, she wasn't going very far. You know, I was telling you, coming from the state of California, don't support that person. She is not for us. If you think she's for us, you are mistaken. She can say she's for black people all she wants. And here's my thing. You know, I'm not really looking for a president to be for us, but I just want one who's not against us. The one we have right now, I feel, is against us. You know, yeah, the president of the United States should be for all people, not just for some of the people. You know, and I don't know if we'll ever have that. You know, I think that 44 tried to be for everyone, and I think that black people wanted more out of him than he gave us. You know, but at least he's a scandalous president. They couldn't make any scandals really stick to him, even if they wanted to. They wanted to, but they couldn't. You know. And, you know, Hillary, you know, after running twice and not getting there, I mean, at least she knows she got the popular vote. So there were enough people that liked her, but the problem is that she thought she had certain voters in the bag and she did not, you know. And really, you know, the thing is, in this coming election, they've got to get some of the people who voted for this, you know, current president, if they're trying to win it on the Democratic side. They've got to get some states that were, you know, blue, that are now purple, to go back to blue. You know? I don't know how they're going to do that, because The cast of characters for the Democratic Party right now. Oh man, it's like, God, what is going on? You know, and you know, you have a president now who feels that he is made of Teflon, can't be touched. So I don't know what to say about it. And thank you guys for filling me in on Mike Bloomberg. I really do appreciate that information. It is going to be extremely helpful for me because I'm going to spread that information around. Rest assured. And those who come through and listen to the replay of this will have that information as well. How about that? You know, but trust me, if it's out there and if you're in New York and you know it, the rest of the world's going to know it pretty soon, you know, if in fact he shows any traction. Right now, he's like a little gnat that's annoying everybody with his money. And I don't know, what is he thinking, that he'll be forgiven for his past deeds? I don't know. I don't think so. That was a kind of a hard pill to swallow. That you went ahead and continued the stop and frisk. I mean, that whole situation made nationwide coverage because it was just blatant racial profiling. It was blatant. Everybody could see it. No, absolutely correct, Terry. Yeah, she might look good for an attorney general. You know, which would be nice for her, you know, since the last black one was a Delta, and I'm sure that Alpha Kappa Alpha would love to have someone in that, you know, seat as well, but it wasn't going to be president. You know, I mean, but the fact that she believed that she could win was commendable. You know, but she sure had it in for Joe Biden, you know, over some previous things that he did. And he does need to really talk about those things, you know, and at least, you know, give, you know, credible explanations. You know, if you've changed your position or that was your position then and you've seen the light or whatever in that situation now in regards to the busing, then say that, you know, but he never really answered in regards to that kind of stuff. You know, he kind of just blew that stuff off. I'd like to hear a credible answer on that. But now that she's no longer in the race, it's never going to come up. Yes, indeedy. Everyone in the chat, this is a no drama zone. We don't do drama over here. We speak our minds and we respect one another. In my videos, I talk about autism. In my not so random chat, we talk about everything. We talk about everything in the not so random chat. Thank you, Miss Akili. I appreciate you coming through. Oh yeah, I did notice that the Obama said nothing. Why would they? They knew better. They knew and here's the thing, because Obama was a Kobe fan. Okay. So, and they probably were not feeling that. So it's best to not say anything. Just let the whole thing ride out. You know, as I said in regards to Gail before, y'all, this woman ain't stupid. She knew what she was doing. She blamed the rape. She blamed CBS. I say BS. You did the interview. You knew what was in there, and you came back and asked those other questions because you wanted to put a button on it, as you said. Yeah, I watched her own commentary on this. She had me giving her the side eye. Did not sound sincere. Sounded like she was explaining it to us like we're 5-year-olds who don't understand. Yeah, well, Snoop's mama made him apologize, y'all. His mama made him do it. You know, his mama is some evangelist or something. So she made him do it. So that's the reason why he did it. He did it to respect his mother. Out of respect for his mother, he did it. And he apologized for calling her out of her name. He didn't apologize for calling her to the carpet. I like the way the Bill Bellamy did it. I love the way the Bill Bellamy did it. Love the way that he did it. And he used his own personal experience about using journalistic discretion, which is what she should have done. Ain't nobody gonna kill that woman. It's not even that serious. But nobody, she's not gonna be able to interview anybody black no time soon. That's what's gonna happen. The door has been shut in her face to all of black Hollywood music entertainment. That's what's happened. She knows it. I mean, they have been dragging her name on Facebook, Twitter, and on YouTube. Yes. Many content creators have been getting clicks and views talking about Miss Gayle King. So, you know, I even had to comment on that ignorant fool, Roland Martin, who unfortunately is in the same fraternity as my father. Because he keeps sitting on there with his A5A, so everybody knows he's the alpha. You know, but that thing that he did with the people that were on there with him just had me so pissed off. You know, and these were black people, okay? And they were laughing about the fact that was brought up in the interview, and they were trying to downplay Gayle doing this. So, you know, I've been giving Mr. Roland Martin the side eye, so I'm giving it to him and everybody else that was on that panel with him. Oh, Susan Rice needs to go sit her butt down. Her and what army? Girl, bye. I'm like people have said, little old 70-year-old ladies love Snoop Dogg. Whole bunch of white people like that black man. Okay. So Miss Susan Rice, I don't know where she come from. Stop it. She needs to she's trying to be relevant. Trying to be relevant. What'd you say about Vicky? What about Vicky Dillard? Oh yeah, I saw Vicky's stuff on Fly Nubian. Yeah, I saw her stuff. Vicky is funny. She's funny. Exactly, Terry. That's what I want to know. Miss Rice is trying to be relevant. Nobody was even thinking about her. No one was checking for her at all. So I don't even know why she's even bringing herself into this conversation. You know, because it's like all of these people, these black people, are rushing to Gayle King's defense, trying to defend her. Y'all stop it. Stop it. That grown woman knew what she was doing. And she's not that much older than me. She's been in this game, in the journalism game, for a long time. Her questions were calculated. She knew that there was going to be backlash. She just did not count on the amount of backlash she would get from black people and white people and all kinds of people. You understand? See, she didn't understand. She didn't understand that she, as a black journalist, should have just let them white people keep saying what they had to say. Don't you jump in on this conversation. Don't do it. You know, maybe in the back of her freaky mind, she thought that would help stop the conversation with other journalists, but it did not. All it did is exasperated the situation and showed that she was being just as disrespectful as everyone else. You know, and all these ones that talking about, well, you know, it didn't matter that he's not on the ground. Stop it. These charges were dismissed. So we should not even be bringing this up, especially if you didn't talk to him about it all the times that you had an opportunity to say something to him when he was here. Why are we talking about it now that he's not? Why are we doing this? You as a black journalist should know this, Miss Gayle King. And this is what we had a problem with. We had a problem with all of the other journalists who were saying something too. And we were saying something about them doing it. But then you came in there, you know, and now you're being dragged. And you're going to get dragged. You're going to get dragged. I agree with you, Paul. That's why I'm saying I like the way that Bill Bellamy did it. Bill Bellamy said pretty much the same thing, you know, without any of the disrespectful language. You know, You know, but she's just, she ain't gonna say sorry for nothing. Now she's playing the victim. You're not the victim. You weren't thinking about Kobe's daughters. You weren't thinking about his widow. You weren't thinking about his mother and father. You weren't thinking about his sisters. You weren't thinking about the family. So, you are not the victim, Gayle King. And that's what we have a problem with as well. That now you have the audacity to play victim because you're getting dragged. Yeah, but you know, he's part of Black Hollywood too. So, but truly, he said some of the things he said were the same things that other people were thinking, and they just weren't gonna say. But yeah, he could have left out, calling her out of her name. He could have left that part out. Gayle, you're canceled. True. He could have just left it at that. Yep. I believe that Susan Rice should apologize. Now, the question is, would she do it? She ain't gonna do that. She's trying to be out there and be relevant. We already know that. Because who was thinking, who out here was checking for her? Was anybody thinking about Susan Rice? Nobody was thinking about her. So she said something because she, what? I don't know. Why? But I did notice that 44 said nothing. I'm not shocked that he didn't. Why would he? He was probably just as appalled with what she did as we were. But Barack's not going to get out there and get thuggish with it. Thank you for coming through, Achille. I appreciate it so much. All right. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm on every night. I try to be. Now, I think I'm probably, now you guys will see. We're 2 days from what? Valentine's Day is Friday. Yeah. I'm going to be on, but I'm, we're doing we're going to be in on Valentine's Day. We might go out, but we probably won't. Because, y'all know my son's around. So, if I go on a date, my son's going on a date. When I went to the concert, my son was gone. So I didn't have a chaperone. I didn't have a chaperone on my date. I'm just reading the chat, you guys. Oh, I appreciate you too, Achille. I really, really do. But Miss Gayle King. I mean, y'all, she's still going to work and doing her job every day. Y'all see her on CBS every day. So she is fine. She's not a victim. So can we now focus on the true victims in this? How about that? Let me see what that says. Okay. I'm gonna have to find her on Facebook. Let me see something. Let me find Miss Achille. I'll find you on Facebook, Miss Achille. I hear you, Paul. You know, I mean, everybody is jumping up and down, and like I said, I like the way the Bill Bellamy approached it. You know, he gave examples in his own life of when, you know, he was. Oops, what did I knock over? Oh, there's no coffee in there. Coffee cup, but there's nothing in it, thankfully. In his own life, where he's had to do interviews with people that he knew, and he did not ask questions. He brought up the fact that he had done an interview with Tupac when he could have asked him all kinds of questions, and he didn't ask them those questions. He simply, you know, stayed on the stuff about the album that was coming out. And this was around the time when he had just come out of jail from one of his stints. Okay, I'll find it. Thank you, Miss Mahogany. But Gayle King is doing fine. She's still getting her full salary.
She's gonna lose some money.
She ain't losing no money, y'all. So
it's Oprah playing. They don't lose money.
Is she really a victim? I'm just saying.
No.
Her reputation is tarnished. She'll live. He did. He's from the hood. He's from the LBC. You know, no, you know, it doesn't matter that, yeah, he's a 50-year-old man now. Snoop is still going to be Snoop. You know, and he's still going to put his opinion out there. And he was friends with Kobe. He feels some kind of way. Everybody who was friends with Kobe knew about that whole situation, how it was a set up. And that this young lady had the fluid of 1, 2, 3, 4 men. In her body. And Kobe even apologized for if she thought it was forced when he thought it was consensual. He didn't even have to do that because he didn't rape the girl. But he even did all of that back then. We all remember. You know? So y'all don't have to bring it back to our remembrance. It's not like we forgot it happened. We also remember that the charges were dismissed. We also remember that it became apparent that it was a setup. So why the devil would you bring it up? As a Black woman journalist.
That girl had half the basketball team's panties in her DNA.
Let's see. Who broke her jaw and sprained her ankle? I'm listening. Oh, she's talking about Miss Mahagi's talking. Who are we talking about? Who broke their jaw? Somebody broke their jaw? I hope they're okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm eating potato chips now. I'm sorry. But you're going to hear me chewing, so I might as well tell you that I'm eating potato chips. The stripper. Oh my God. Off of a pole. 15 feet. And broke her ankle and her jaw. Wow. And see, I was thinking about going to one of those classes so I could learn how to do some of those little moves because I know they're not easy. But shoot, I don't know now. I don't know about that. That kind of scared me. And she's a professional. A professional, and she sprained her ankle and broke her jaw. Oh, don't give these men any ideas. I don't know. I know somebody that owns a studio that's, not that far away. I mean, I can go check it out. I don't have to do it. But I think I might go check it out. It might be very sensual. I mean, I was a dancer, not a stripper dancer. I mean, like ballet, like toe shoes, tutus. Yeah, that kind of dancer. She knocked out some teeth. Wow. Probably some front teeth. And they had to wire her jaw shut. So everything had to be liquid. You too old. I'm too old for tricks too, but I'd like to see if I could get on one of them poles at one of the dance studios, not at a club. Shoot, you don't know what's been on those poles in those clubs. Yuck. That's why you always see them, I guess, wipe the poles down with a towel and stuff before they get on them. Yeah, I just thought I might do a little pole dancing. It's good for the middle. I heard it's very, very good for your core. It'll help me get that 6-pack.
I promise you.
Oh, so you had the surgery on Monday. So this happened over the weekend? Wow. But I'm like, 15 feet is they make poles. I mean, it's that high. I thought they only went to like maybe 12 feet. $15 feet. Wow. But, you know, in the clubs, who knows what, they can have those custom poles and everything. Well, I know that a lot of older women go and take those classes, and I'm an older woman, so I thought I'd do it for fun. You know. Nobody will look at me sideways for doing it. So girls just want to have fun. I don't know if there is a standard pole height. Terry, that's what I'm saying. I'm guessing. I thought they were all. I didn't realize they had 15-foot ones. You know, but clearly I don't know anything about pole dancing or stripping. So, you know. Matt would know. Oh, in the bigger clubs. Well, see, that's why I wouldn't know. That's why I wouldn't know. I can count on one hand how many strip clubs I've been to. I've been to them, but you know, they weren't like big ones. They were like, you know, I went to one. Actually, I went to several in DC. I've never been to any in Atlanta, and I've been to several in the Los Angeles area. You know, because it's fun. Now, I've never been to the strip clubs with the guys, like with the male dancers. Yeah, I'm not trying to see all that. I'm not trying to see all that. You know, I'm okay watching the chicks get up there, you know, and we'll be up there with, you know, I'll be up there with guys and stuff. And it's funny.
I work them both. The women are worse.
I'm sure the women are worse with the men. See, and I'm not even trying to see all that. I ain't trying to see all that.
The women are worse.
I'm not trying to see all of them. You know, these old women making a fool of themselves over these young guys who probably. Anyway, we're just gonna leave that alone.
This is out of control.
Yeah, male strippers are nasty. That's exactly what I said. That's why I'd rather watch the women.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Chippendales was the first and last. Don't do women. Oh, Chippendales? I've never been to. Now, I did go to Thunder Down Under in Vegas. Yeah, that was nice. That was nice. I went to that with some girls. Actually, I think I did that when I went on one of the trips when I was working for WMC. Yeah. Yeah, we were on a sales trip, and some of the girls went to go see the Thunder Down Under when we were in Vegas. Nice. It was nice.
Nice weather.
Yes, the weather was very nice. As a matter of fact. Oh boy. But I don't go to strip clubs anymore. But I did when I was younger. I had no problem with it. You're right about that, Miss Hogany. Strange things for change. Some of them male dancers. And then, I'm just gonna say some of them, they dance for women, but they don't like women. And the same thing with the female strippers. Some of them, dance for men and don't like men, or they dance for men who they don't like. In other words, like if she's attracted to black men, she's going to dance in a strip club that is primarily men who are not black, because she's not attracted to those men. So she's just going to get up there and she's going to just do her job, and she ain't going to even think about it. I had friends who were strippers, so of course I did. But ain't nobody going. I the young folk, they can have the strip clubs these days. I'm good. I'm way past that. But I went when it wasn't like in vogue for everybody to go to the strip club. I just went because I was guy that whoever I was with, or my boys, we went. Shoot. It was no big thing to me. That's okay.
Different level.
But I'm good, and then as I said, the strip club with the male dancers, let me just say, no. And I mean, I've even been to, like, here in LA, the famous Catch. They used to have, the female dancers, and that was primarily, a lesbian club. And, let me just say that those women acted about as fool about those female dancers as, heterosexual women acted about the male dancers. They'd be trying to go up, get up all on those women. It would be hilarious, because I would be there because the girl who hosted the show was my friend, So we'd come down there and we'd be down there and we'd be watching at the Catch. It was hilarious to watch those women. Yeah, women are 10 times wilder in a strip club than men. 10 times. No restraint. Doesn't matter if it's women dancing or it's men dancing. They get buck wild. I went to college with some girls that were stripping when we were in school. They stripped their way through college. You know, this wasn't at the HBCU college though. This was at the predominantly white institution because it's in California. I mean, in this area, I mean, let's just say when back at doing like I would say up until the 90s, Southern California was the capital of the porn industry, specifically the San Fernando Valley, until the Northridge earthquake. Until the Northridge earthquake. Shook it up. You know. And then also, they tried to implement like all of these safe sex things. And, you know, I don't know what it is, but I guess people don't want to see people having sex with condoms or something when they're watching porn. I don't know. So I guess that didn't go over very well with the actors and actresses. And also, I don't even think the thing ever passed. They kept trying to get it to pass. Never did pass. But then you did have a couple of people who ended up being HIV positive in that industry. I don't know how they can do that in front of a camera. That's very, very true, Miss Mahogany. But it's like I'll tell you when you're at those when I was at those events that were the female strippers, they were not having it. Those women, they told them if they didn't act right, they were going to put them out, and they made it really clear before they would come out. They said, you know, they said this is a women's club. This is a lesbian club. No men can touch them because there would be guys there. It was a very mixed crowd. That no men can touch them, and they also told the women that if they touched one of the dancers without their consent, you know, like they're not giving them money, they had to be giving them some money. Now the dancer could come and dance up all on you all they wanted to, but they'd be like falling out on the floor and stuff. I'm like, what's wrong with y'all? That's how they would be. Oh yeah. Yeah, but it was about the guys putting them on. They wanted it to be visible, so it was the men who would have to put them on. I mean, I don't know. I don't get getting in front of cameras and having sex either, so. But that's just me. I don't get it. It seems rather exhibitionist to me. Oh, the back rooms. Yeah, they don't, well, see, they didn't have that, obviously, at the lesbian strip club. But at the male ones, yeah, they have like the champagne rooms. I've been in one, you know. And they weren't doing nothing when I was in there, rest assured. But, you know, the girl was dancing, you know, I think she gave the guy a lap dance, you know, took off her top, you know, that kind of stuff. But, you know, she got an extra $100 out of him, you know, and the rest of us were over there in the corner drinking and, you know, doing other things because I was in my 20s. So, you know, we had some, you know, herbal things around. Yeah, some of them do that, but a lot of them just do private dancing. You know, people want a private dance. That's what's supposed to be going on in there. You know, and they still aren't supposed to touch the dancer. Can still get kicked out of the club. I mean, they still have, your gentlemen's clubs where, they have like those special rooms and stuff. And, they ain't nobody talking about what's going on in those rooms. But those are like membership only. They got those membership only gentlemen clubs that have, and even in those, they have some of those special rooms.
Straight cash. Man. Straight cash.
Yeah, but it's illegal to do it. So, it depends on the clubs. The higher end ones, if they start doing that, they'll get kicked out. But my friends that were doing it when we were in college, they just danced. I mean, and they were making good money. I mean, but they didn't have no student loans when they got out of school. And they had nice cars.
Straight cash.
Didn't live in campus housing. They had enough money that they could pay for school, pay for a car, and pay for their own apartment off campus. But, and I mean, and here's the thing. There's some that get sucked in that go into it with that intention, and they somehow get, they see the money, and they see the easy money, and then they just go for the easy money. But it's not easy money. That's hard money. The only ones who get the easy money is when they're young. But as they get older, you better find you another profession. Don't be doing that to your body. But you see some of them, they'll be doing, they like into their 30s, even up into their 40s. It's like, what are you doing? You still dancing. There's a problem. I'm sure you have, Matt. And I'm sure they be doing some crazy stuff in them now, because it's been some years since I've been in one. And I can just imagine, because this generation, they're very free when it comes to sex, and they like giving themselves all kinds of enhancements, mood enhancements and stuff. So they, go into establishments already high as a kite on some pill they popped, and that lets down their inhibitions. So they're likely to do all kinds of stupid stuff. But see, the thing is that some of those clubs also have cameras in those rooms, and they're filming what's going on in there. So please believe me, the owners know exactly what's going on. That's what I'm saying. They have cameras in those rooms and stuff. People better watch out. They're gonna find themselves out there on one of those, on one of those sites with those homemade videos that get uploaded. Some club owners gonna be uploading videos from the VIP room. Better hope they blur your face out. Oh man, I don't even understand women who go and do that, Matt. I don't understand it. You know, I mean, y'all look at what K. Michelle is going through. That girl still has to do several surgeries. She's done a whole bunch of surgeries, and she still has to do a couple more to get all of that stuff out of her. I don't even understand, you know. And then, you know, now people are trying to take, I guess, fat from other places and do, you know, the fat injections from their body and stuff. It is what it is. That's just crazy to me, you know. I never even thought about that. I've never thought about augmenting my breast or my behind. I might have wanted more, but I wasn't going to go out there and change what God gave me, because I figured whatever he gave me was what I'm supposed to have. And somebody was going to like it. So I ain't never had no problem. Ain't nobody ever, you know, said it, you know, said they had an issue. So, but a lot of those dancers going to get extra, you know, and then, you know, it's like they don't understand. It's like when you have all of that extra behind, you also, your legs have to carry all of that, you know. Oh, I know they have some of those massage parlors that, you know, do the happy ending. Do the happy endings. They have some of those that do that stuff out here. You know.
Yeah, where?
I don't know specifically, since obviously I wouldn't know, but I have heard from men I know that they do have them out here. Wow. That's crazy, Terry. That's crazy. Let me show that up there. That one's crazy. See. Yeah, well. After a certain point, you don't go to strip clubs. You know, you just don't. You know, I know, like in the ATL, that's like the, you know, that's like the hip hop thing. They, you know, they do their business and whatnot at the strip clubs and everything, and they be in there making it rain and whatnot. You know, but for the most part, in most parts of the country, you've seen one strip club, you've seen them all. Yeah. We're just gonna leave it at that. You know. That's why I said I talked about the ones in the ATL, and then I talked about the rest of the country. That's what I said. That's why I said ATL, rest of the country. You know, you ain't gonna see none of that stuff you see in the ATL in California. You know, you're not gonna see none of that. But excuse me. Really, Terry? That was crazy. That's crazy if they were doing that. But I'm like, I know that in some of those clubs, in their champagne or VIP room, whatever you want to call it, they have cameras in there and they're taping that stuff. People just feel free to do what they want to do. You know, and I mean, you still have your older businessman crowd that goes into certain ones. They usually are generally in the higher end, what they call gentlemen's clubs. You know, but these days, most people sit at home with their stuff because they can catch whatever they want on the internet, which is crazy, and be a voyeur. I know, Miss Mahogany. I don't have a big butt. I have a little booty, and I'm okay with it. You know, but I wouldn't be pumping nothing into my behind. You know, that's, you know, crazy to me. And then, yeah, like with K. Michelle, she made her behind look crazy. And she almost lost her life. You know? She almost lost her life.
Yeah. Trying to look like pajamas, bro. Almost 12 o'clock.
Yeah. I'm not really into it either, tutu thing. You know. Especially because most of it is just like, you know, it's not, you know, the way that they do it now is so much different from, you know, I guess like when you had like the people who were considered the stars in that industry and everything, when they used to do films and stuff, like they did in that movie. What was that movie that was about the industry? I can't even think of it. Burt Reynolds was in. Burt Reynolds was in it, and Mark Wahlberg was in it. Can't think of the name of the movie. But that movie was about the industry as it switched from film into videotape. You know, when it was the film industry and everything, you had people like...
Oh, you know, Boogie Nights.
Yeah, Boogie Nights, that movie. You had people like... What's the guy's name? Because he died. John Leslie. How do I know that man? He used to live on Venice Beach. He used to have a condo on Venice Beach. And he would always be hanging out on his balcony. He loved the attention. And we would walk by and people were like, hey, that's John Leslie. I'm like, well, who's John Leslie? And I found out who John Leslie was. But he was like a really famous, you know, skin flick star. He was actually a nice looking guy back in the day and everything. You know, I guess like when they were doing the movies and they were doing movies, they were actually acting, and there just happened to also be sex in them. But now everything's just sex. There is no acting. There, you know, they just, well, if you want to call it acting, but yeah, they're not really acting. It's just about sex. It's, you know, they do them really cheap, you know, and they pump out thousands and thousands of them, you know, and they pump them out all on the internet and stuff. People watch them for free nowadays. So, you know, that is what their industry has turned into. Basically on the internet, virtual, you know. And people should be worrying about, yeah, the actual versus the virtual. Let me see something. I'm reading what Terry said. Apparently, the women filming. Ah, okay. Does your wife know you're here? Okay. I have hips. I have hips. Yeah, I have hips. I have front because let's see. With black girls, either you have front or you get the back. You don't get both. They don't give us both. I don't know. And generally, if you have a flat stomach like me, you don't get to have a big booty. They don't give us a big booty. And I don't have no fat to put back there to make it any bigger. And I wouldn't do it even if I could. It's not even that serious. Because a lot of these things you can help yourself out with exercise, I remember when people used to do that, what was it called? The Brazilian butt lifts. I don't even know if those things really work. But a lot of people swore that those things helped them. Yeah, all you just gotta have a shape. I have a shape, I'm not built like a boy, so that's all that matters. Yeah.
Let's go.
I'm just reading this.
Get it together. Finish eating your food. Put that food up. Let's go.
I'm just reading what you guys are saying in the chat because I think we're going to get ready to end this tonight. We've been on for about 2 hours. I surprised myself. Tonight. But that conversation about Mike Bloomberg, yeah, that took us someplace. And then we got on this other conversation about Miss Gail. Ugh. No, it was like some video. It was some video that you would watch, and it was an exercise that would help you with your, behind. It was like doing certain exercises and stuff. Oh yeah, I heard about those women. Tutu thing. Yes. Yeah, they showed those women. They showed the video how they left the men. They took their jewelry and their cash. They doped them. They roofied their drinks. I'm sure you can find it on somewhere on YouTube because it's been out for years. So I'm sure somebody has it on their channel. Anyway, I think we're about to end the show. Let me come on camera for you guys. Give me a second. Let me get myself together. All right, there I am. Hi, everybody. I'm here. All right. Yep. Putting it.
Too much.
Nope, I'm good. All right, everybody. Anyway, thank you guys for coming. Thank you guys for hanging out with the conversation. I always like how we do our conversations, how we get it everywhere. But until tomorrow, I offer everybody Peace and blessings from the West Side. Thank you guys for coming. Thanks to all my mods, the Mod Squad, Purple Paisley Gang. Bye.